Good morning, folks. Just, just the old man thinking. As I get older, I think about things. NC4XL. I want to ask you hunters, and some of you activators too, that activate parks by park-to-parks. Let me explain that to you hunters who don't know really what's going on. Some of us activators, when we go out, we look at a couple different ways or goals or opportunities that we try. I've done it. It's fun. It's a challenge. But if there's enough activators out there, you can actually activate the park you're in on park-to-parks, period. No hunters other than an activator putting out a park or parks. So for you hunters, sometimes wondering why we do that, the challenge, and that's really what I'm going to talk about, is some of the challenges that you folks sitting on the other end of the house may not be aware of, because you haven't read the FAQ or didn't take the time to, or didn't have any concerns about too much reading, or you might have some issues like me where your eyesight's terrible. So you don't do it. That's fine. It's there for you, and it's full of information. I guess I wish more people would take time to read about the fantastic organization that we're all part of. But there's awards, and here recently I even acquired a message from a gentleman who said, "Hey, thanks for the operator to operator." As an activator, I guess I really never pay attention to when an award is issued on my preference page or preview page, or whatever they call it. And when a new award is issued, it's not by date, it's from the last one, it just steps up. So it's confusing. If you haven't been to the awards section, go there. See what you've acquired just by hunting us activators. You can work in the beginning, so many hunters in this park. Then you can work that hunter so many times in that park. And that goes for modes too. CW, voice. I don't do digital. I can't explain anything more than it's got a bunch of letters and it's called digital. I'm not interested in it. That's just myself. Some of you hunters sometimes wonder why people keep working the same people in the same park every day or every other day or whatever. Because there's different levels of achievement, different certificates of accomplishments. At the same time, while we, that's the activators, are out there in the mobile, are practicing our emergency communication setup system. You heard me say that right, emergency communication setup system, because when at any time, any of us that are hams, that are portable out there, we can set up immediately a means of communicating on most of the bands with a little effort. So if somebody should shut down the internet, we just spin the dial and talk within our appropriate license class. What can you do to help the activators? Spot them, work them. The only achievement as an activator we really get is getting to know you. I'm not going to call out any names, but there's several who know the voice of the party contacting them before the contact even gave a call, because we learned that. As an activator, we learn who's going to be next in line. As a hunter, learn your activators. Each one is different. Each one of us has a different operating technique, procedure, what we'll do, what we won't do. That's the fun part, because you're getting to learn the people out there. From an activator standpoint, we're getting to learn you. And we appreciate you. God, I wish I could tell you how much I appreciate you. The 23rd of April will be 1 year that I was crazy enough to go get in my car, go get lost, to go out to a park and figure out what the heck am I going to do here. It was real interesting. It's still real interesting. I've been to a couple parks twice, first and last. I won't go back. I won't recommend the park because the surrounding area requires you to carry a sidearm in the daytime. Very sketchy, very small. And some of the activators, if you listen and see their posts, you will understand what they're talking about. When we get out there, we are dependent upon you hunters. We really are. I've been out to a couple parks where internet don't exist. Cell service, forget it. If it wasn't for the fact that we know certain frequencies we can go to that are operated by nets, or operated by a group of people, some of those people can and or will spot us. My asking is not playing, so don't take it that way. POTA is growing so much every day. We have a bunch of new operators, and that's, I guess, why I do what I do, is to try to share with the new hunters and the new activators my perspective. Not that my perspective means anything. I've traveled a couple days and I look back at all the activators that are on the top of the charts, which I would love to be at the top of the charts for my get up and go, got up and went, so I have to work with what I have. We appreciate each and every contact that you give us. We really do. Because without you hunters chasing us, crazy activators out there, it'd be boring. It really would. Focus on some of the other bands, 12 and 17 meters and 30 meters if you're into CW. Get out past the easy ones, if I'll call it that, and I don't mean it negatively, the 20 meter and the 40 meter. On the East Coast, predominantly, if we did a little study, you'll see how much the population on the East Coast of hams is compared to the West Coast. Parks. There's more parks on the East Coast than the West Coast. I complain about being an hour away from my closest park, and some of the folks in conversation have hours away, and then propagation is not right at the time that they're there. So there's a lot of things. So if you hear an activator, if you see it on the spotting page, make that a friendly pop-up page or whatever, that you check it out and go work them. Come and work me. I get excited. I'm the darling old man. That's all I can be. But when you're in my log, it makes me happy. I remember I prayed for 50 in a log, 50 contacts. And it's moved up quite a bit. My best day a couple times is 258. At the time of the recording on this video, I have a guest I'm hoping to be with tomorrow. And we're going to go out, and I need 262, I've never done that, contacts, to make that a kilo. That'll be kilo number 9. I have another set sitting on the side where one more trip, and I should make those both a kilo. So that'll be 11. Lord, if you hear my prayer, let me make those, and that'll be fine. I'll go anytime you want me after that. But prior to that, I sure like that opportunity. POTA is a challenging activity within the realms of amateur radio, and each one of you watching this video are part of it. It takes all of us, activators and hunters alike, to continue having this fun, getting outside for those of us that can. My time's getting short, I won't be able to go out no more, okay? I know that, and I'm not complaining, I'm grateful. But if you can get out, get out. Even if it's for your first park around the street, go there. There's always new people hunting parks. And with our brothers and sisters overseas in the different countries that are starting to activate, start focusing on getting some DX contacts to parks. It's nice to see those show up confirmed. Alaska and Hawaii, there should be special awards, that's my opinion only, for those 2 states for last county certificate for them, for each and every one that they give for a last county. Why? Because it's a struggle to get it. But go to different bands. I got mine on 17 meters, not 15, not 20, not 40. Challenge yourself to earn your awards that you're getting all the time for being a hunter. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers that are not. Me, I'm just Dom. The darling old man, may you have a blessed day.